perfect candidate. I was on 6 or 7 sleeping pills. So I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. This works, this doesn't work. TMS is something that actually balanced. It balanced me out. I'm able to do anything. I'm able to cope. Do I cry? Yes. Do I grieve? Yes. Do I miss her at a holiday? Absolutely. But I know that I'm going to be okay. I know that I'll stop crying. I know that life, which we talked about earlier, is for living. It really is for living. And you've got to somehow muster up that better self and get out there, or you never will, like Jovan was talking about. And I'm in a good place today. I have a wonderful family that supports me and a partner that supports me. And I chose life like you chose life, like we all choose life, moment by moment by moment.
That's good. That's good.
So thank you.
I have a question, not just only for you, but for the whole cast here. Why do you think death hurts the way that it hurts? Why is that, from your opinion? Why do you think that it's so, some people would say maybe traumatizing, some people would say maybe it's just a tragedy, or just the way that you feel emotional behind the word death? Why do you feel that way? Why do you think it's such a big thing for us in our society, and just everybody's in the world, should I say?
Yes.
Why does it hurt so much?
I think it's a great question, and I think
this is for everybody now. This is not just only for you.
I think that we don't learn about grief. We don't learn how to grieve. We learn how to do our bank account. We learn how to be with people sometimes, if we're that personality that can be. We learn math and reading and whatever we learn. There's nothing about grief. And all of a sudden, someone close to you dies, a friend, a mother, a father, a baby. You are traumatized, you're sick, you can't do anything, probably for the rest of your life sometimes. And with reading and learning, you learn there are stages of grief. You're going to be angry. You're going to bargain with God, take me, bring her back, I can go, I'm older. But that's not going to happen. And you have every step of grief, and there are 5. You have to go through. You can't skip over them. There's no way you're going to skip over anger. There's no way you're going to skip over crying and acting out and being strange to even yourself. You cannot skip over it. You go through it. Maybe you don't acknowledge it. I don't acknowledge it. But I'm going to go through it every step, moment by moment by moment. And there are terribly angry days. And there are terrible holidays that make you sad. But there's a gift and a blessing, because I know she's in a better place. There's no pain.
I'm saying that's okay.
There's no hurting.
It's okay.
There's no having to be carried, or someone having to take you to the bathroom and losing your dignity. You're in a better place. I believe there's a better place. I want to believe it, and I do. And that's pretty much why the hurt. You can't. If you've ever had an animal, your dog dies, you're devastated. You're devastated. You don't even want to live, or I didn't. That pretty much started my whole journey when my dog died. I started medications and not sleeping and all of that, and that was years ago. But I really didn't want to live without my therapy dog. And you grow and you learn and you cope and you help. You take that energy and you give it away. You take that love that you had, because there's a hole in your heart, be it from a dog, be it from your pet worm, your frog, your mother, your grandmother, your daughter, your baby child, or not having children. You have a hole, and it's got to be filled. And Jovan did other things to fill it, and so did I. That doesn't fill it. When you find who you are, the essence of who you are, I think all things are possible with God. That's really what I think.
Do you want to chime off?
Yeah, I'll first talk about how I feel death is before chiming on to that, because we didn't get a chance to discuss that. But I think death obviously isn't just physically dying. I feel like we all go through deaths death of the ego death, the death of like a chapter in our life and then going to another chapter, and just kind of vibrating in a different way than like other people that you used to grow up with that don't serve you anymore, so they're looking at you some type of way, and then it's just kind of like, well, you know, I'm just kind of here now, you know what I mean? But it's not like I'm above you or below you, or you're above me or below you, but it's like the language, it's like you skipped another reality and the language doesn't match anymore, so they just don't understand why they don't understand you, but they just don't like operate that way anymore. And that's also a beautiful thing, because it's like it's just another chapter. And then just like what you were saying earlier, and what you were saying earlier about energy, I feel like, you know, obviously death can never die and be duplicated. And that's why I love Nikola Tesla's phrases as well, because Nikola Tesla believed that as well, and believed in frequency and metaphysics, metamechanics, all those things that I'm very into. But I think that we didn't learn that, and I think that was intentional. And they want us all to learn the right brain and want us to be more neurotypical, because if we operate more in frequency in our feelings, then we'll start seeing stuff, which is as a collective what we're seeing now, that they're not liking. Things are being dismantled in spirit, I feel like, you know, energy, whichever you may call it, for same concept. But I think that we weren't taught for when something passes on to the next realm or wherever it may be, that they're still there and they're operating they may operate as a butterfly, or they may operate as, you know, doesn't mean that, you know, but who knows, right? Because then there's like that whole turn point of reincarnation and all that stuff that we don't know, right? We just don't know. But energy never dies and can never be duplicated, and we just have to, I feel like, just focus on that. Even though they're not here with us in the physical, like in the flesh, they're still here with us in spirit. And I still have like my grandma come to me in my dreams, and like I know she's with me sometimes, because like I'll just start convulsing and crying like out of the blue, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying, but I feel like she's here, you know. And like I feel like I haven't like connected to her lately in spirit or whatever, and like she's like mad at me or something because I haven't seen her in my dreams lately. But hey, you know, but that's how I feel. I try my best, like she's still here even though I don't see her in the physical. But I feel like what you were saying earlier is that we don't truly live until we die. I feel like, you know, yes.